Austrian police have arrested 5 human traffickers and stopped about 200 refugees from crossing into the country. This comes after the remains of 71 refugees were found in an abandoned truck on an Austrian highway last week. Austria has stepped up controls along its eastern border. This has caused long lines, in some cases as long as 20 kilometers, along the highway leading from Hungary to Austria. The interior ministers of Germany, France, and Britain have called for an emergency meeting of all of the 28 EU interior ministers to address the current refugee crisis. The call comes after a 17-year-old boy was killed in an attempt to reach the Greek island of Simi. The refugee crisis will be one of the main items on the agenda of the 2-day international conference in Bled, Slovenia, which is being attended by Croatia's President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović. The meeting is chaired by Slovenia's President Borut Pahor. Among the other speakers are European Council President Donald Tusk and Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić. The leaders will present their views on mass migration, international terrorism, and climate change. Some 30 companies that have submitted their ideas to the government's Business Impulse program have received about 1.2 million euros in grants to bring their projects to fruition. Most of the firms are in the metals manufacturing sector and are focused on exports. The average amount received by each firm in support money is 40,000 euros. They say the money will make a big difference to their businesses. Every place has a local culinary specialty, including tkon on the island of Pašman. The tiny town boasts 15 products that are officially labeled Croatian island products, and the island itself has 30. A local plant called matar is waiting for the distinction, as is the local specialty of dried octopus tentacle. It is baked on a hearth and eaten while still warm. These recently revived old traditional dishes are now being enjoyed by locals and guests alike. Spancirfest, the street performance festival, closed in Varaždin last night. This year's edition featured more than 450 events, concerts, performances, workshops, and more by street performers and entertainers from all over the world. More than 200,000 people turned out for the festival during its 10-day run. In sports, Rijeka and Hajduk were victorious in the final games of round 8 of the domestic Premier Football League on Sunday. Rijeka crushed Osijek 5-0 at home. Balaj scores the first goal. Brezjak makes it 2-0. Just before halftime, Mitrovic nets it for 3. When play resumes, Balaj scores another for 4, and Sharbini cements it for 5-0 in stoppage time. Earlier in the day, Hajduk beat hosts Inter 2-0. Balic scores for Split in the 5th minute. Ohanza scores the second goal 20 minutes before the end. Dinamo leads the rankings with 16 points, followed by Rijeka, who jumped to 2nd place. Split is in 3rd. Osijek and Zagreb are at the bottom of the list. This afternoon's forecast calls for mostly clear skies. There may be some fog and mist overnight and in the morning. Winds on the coast will be light to moderate southwesterlies on the central and southern sections of the shore. Southeasterly winds in the north. The day's highs will be between 31 and 35 degrees Celsius, slightly cooler in the mountains and a bit warmer in the east and in the interior of Dalmatia. Temperatures will remain high on Tuesday. More sunshine is expected, but the morning will be foggy in places. The mercury will stay above 30 degrees on Wednesday, when there is a good chance of rain and thundershowers in the west. The weather will begin to vary on Thursday with cooler temperatures for central and western parts of the country, but it will still be quite hot in the east. In Dalmatia, it will also remain dry over the coming days. However, the northern sections of the coast can expect rain and thunder showers in Istria on Wednesday and spreading to other parts of the shore by Thursday. Southeasterly winds will begin to shift to a northwesterly direction and less frequently a northeasterly wind.